Donald Trump was also a big part of today's media session at the White House, as you saw, even though he was not there. The current occupant shared his thoughts on exactly what is behind the Trump phenomena. Correspondent Kevin Corke tells us President Obama is refusing to take credit or, in his words, blame.
The contrast was inescapable. On the one hand, you had the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, newly minted, fresh-faced leader of America's famously nice northern neighbor. On the other, you had the politically weathered President Obama, forced, at least momentarily, to turn his attention away from the important bilateral relationship with America's principal trading partner to answer questions about his role in what many see as a coarsening of the political dialogue in the United States.
What I'm not going to do is to validate some notion that the Republican crack-up that's been taking place is a consequence of actions that I've taken.
To the seeming bemusement of Prime Minister Trudeau, Mr. Obama acknowledged what many have suggested, that the growing rancor may have led to the rise of GOP frontrunner Donald Trump. But he quickly pivoted, instead urging Republicans to do some soul-searching before blaming him for the country's increasingly intense political divide.
Being blamed for their primaries and who they're selecting for their party is novel.
But critics say it's the president's actions that have set the tone of frustration in the country. From executive actions on immigration and guns to intense battles with lawmakers on Obamacare and trade, even the looming showdown over his next Supreme Court nominee. Former Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal writing in an op-ed, quote, "After 7 years of the cool, weak, and endlessly nuanced, no-drama Obama, voters are looking for a strong leader who speaks in short, declarative sentences."
What you're seeing within the Republican Party is to some degree, all those efforts over a course of time creating an environment where somebody like a Donald Trump can thrive.
But considering Mr. Obama was catapulted to victory in his bid for the White House, in part because of the country's political frustration, Donald Trump's rise may well be a harbinger of things to come. Boy, the contrast could not be more stark. By the way, the President and the Prime Minister joked about the fact that a number of Americans have suggested should Trump win in November, they'd like to immigrate to Canada. The President dismissing that as little more than idle talk. And we also learned today, Brett, that the President has been invited to speak before the Canadian Parliament. That will likely happen sometime in June at the so-called Three Amigos Summit. Brett?
Kevin Corke live on the North Lawn. Kevin, thank you.